How do we handle difficult lighting situations? When we talk about difficult lighting situations, we're mainly talking about low lights. Now, this is a really important question because this is where you can really separate your professional photographer from your weekend warrior, which is basically our little name for part-time photographers. There's plenty of people that are learning and do it as a little side hustle, etc. And when you're outside, nice and bright, nice and sunny, so easy to get nice pictures. But then when you come into real low light venues like Hedingham Castle and some churches, etc., and even winter weddings when you're inside a lot and the light's low, this is where you find out whether your photographer or video guy can really cut the mustard. Now, there's a couple of ways of dealing with low light situation. The cameras we use now and the lenses we use really let us, this is where, again, it's like the investment in equipment. Your part-time photographers, etc., they're only going to have so much budget to spend on their cameras and stuff, and as I say, if you're outside, lovely light, yes, no problem, they're going to get some nice stuff. But when you come into this low light, etc., this is where the equipment really comes in to help you. The top grade cameras we use, they are fantastic and they help to shoot in low light, but a lot of it is about the lenses themselves, and this is sometimes where a photographer, you do have to invest in the best and the best quality lenses, and that's what's going to help you shoot in the low light. So one of my favorite lenses, this is the 85mm. We use this all the time. It's not just for low light, but obviously this is where it really does help. It's a Canon, it's called a 1.4, okay, which basically means it can shoot in really low light. As well as obviously the nice lenses, etc. We do use flash and off-camera, more maybe off-camera flash. Me and Chris, we don't really use a lot of flash, really. The only time, because once you really know, blow my own trumpet here, but once you know what you're doing when it comes to photography, you know how to use light. You know how to use the light to make the best picture. You use whatever light's available, etc., whether that's window light. You'll see through our portfolio, we do love using natural window light. But there are times when we're going to need a little bit of flash and stuff. The thing with flash is, the trick is to just use flash as a just to give you that extra little bit of light you need, not to like nuke the room so everything's that classic photo look, looks like someone switched the lights on. So again, it's a knowledge of using flash in the right way, because you might be in a big hall or marquee for your speeches, okay? Some parts are lit up well, some parts aren't, this kind of thing. So we might use what they call off-camera flash, which means we've got a flash over here, a flash over there. And again, what that gives us, it gives you a nice light, it just enhances the lights there, but again, without you losing the ambience of the day itself. For us, that's the most important thing. Again, with a flash, you can just nuke the room, yeah, everything's bright, but it's not how it was, so whether it's using lenses or using the flashes is basically about just enhancing it, just so we've got the light we need, but you keep the ambience of the room. We do have a little blog that explains a little bit more about it, and it's got some samples of photos and films and stuff, so you can you can see using natural light with the lenses, or you can see using the extra where we've added a little bit of extra light to give it what we need. Don't forget to catch the whole series of frequently asked questions. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll also see loads of our latest films coming out on there, so you keep up to date with what we're doing. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful and blessed day.